Hi, thank you for joining me for this conversation. I would like to spend the next 6 hours with you. Don't panic, we're only going to get about 5 minutes, but I'd like to spend the next 6 hours because the topic today is one of the most important for having success in a dental practice. The topic is value creation scripting. Now, before I tell you what it is, I want to mention it is the third step of our 3-step post-recession practice success method. The method is working. We're a company with about 1,200 doctors per year in our programs, and over 99% had positive growth in the worst parts of the recent recession. Based on that, the method is one that should be acknowledged. The first step of the method is to set targets. Targets are concepts like having 98% of your patients scheduled at all times, collecting 99% of money owed, having less than a 1% no-show rate, and I could go on. There are about 18 key targets you want to achieve. Step 2, build systems to achieve the target. If nothing else, Levin Group is a systems-based consulting firm. We put step-by-step systems into practices so they can grow and improve their financial performance. And third, the subject of this conversation is use value creation scripting to make the systems work better. What is value creation scripting? Well, let's start with what it's not. It's not what I used to call scripting in the 100 seminars I present each year. Scripting was about communication. And when we taught scripting prior to this recession, it worked beautifully. But the recession of 2008, 2009, and 2010 was a game changer. And no matter when you're listening to this conversation, know that that's when dentistry changed forever. And when dentistry changed, Levin Group looked at the changes and realized we had to do brand new, innovative, strategic thinking and put it into our consulting programs to help our clients keep growing. The way we did that was to study with some of the best people in the world. Dr. Robert Cialdini is a PhD in the science of influence, and based on his work, we created an entirely new category called value creation scripting. Now, arguably, prior to that recession, Levin Group was the world leader in scripting, in communication. We had hundreds of scripts in each program that we supplied to the doctor and staff to support their systems. We took those scripts, we threw them away, and we created hundreds of new scripts in each program called value creation scripts. So what's the difference between scripting and value creation scripting? And the answer is scripting was about communication, but value creation scripting was about influence. Most staff members can communicate, but most people are not great at influence. Teach them the value creation scripting, you take them to a whole new level. Why should a patient accept treatment? Why should a patient accept a certain appointment time? Why should a patient pay their bill, and why should they show up for their appointment? It's all about value creation scripting. In value creation scripting, there are rules. 1, we use the patient's name 3 times in every conversation. It says, I like you. It says, I'm focused on you. Why 3? Because adults learn in 3s. When you want to get a message to an adult, you need to repeat it 3 times. After we use the patient's name, we use the words thanks or thank you 3 times in the conversation. It says, I appreciate you. When we're scheduling, we use the word convenient or convenience 3 times in the conversation. It says, I'm trying to make this easy for you. We use power words. Power words are a concept developed by Levin Group. Words like great, wonderful, terrific, delighted, excellent, super. Power words create energy. So what? Well, here's what. Energy creates trust. This is not touchy-feely. This is psychology. The psychology of influence. We create energy, we create trust, we get more case acceptance, etc. So we use power words in our scripting. All of our scripting contains exquisitely detailed listed benefit statements. We spend much too much time telling patients what we want instead of telling them why they should want to do it. You want to do more aesthetic dentistry? Benefit statements. You want to place or restore more implants? Benefit statements. You want to close periodontal therapy that doesn't hurt, the patient doesn't know they have it, they don't want to spend the money? benefit statements. Scripting to create influence has to completely be surrounded with benefit statements. So what would a script be? Mrs. Jones, it's wonderful, power word, to see you today. I know when we finish you will want to get going. So to make this easier for you, benefit statement, let's take care of your remaining balance of $750 right now. Now the words right now are called a command statement. Nobody feels like they're getting a command, but we're instructing the patient on a behavior. If that sounded too harsh, let's try it this way. Mrs. Smith, it is wonderful to see you today. I've been looking forward to your visit. How was your vacation to the beach? How are your kids doing? Well, that's great. Mrs. Smith, I know when we finish you're going to want to get going, so to make this easier for you and convenient, why don't we take care of your remaining balance of $750 right now? How'd that one feel to you? Pretty good. Did you know there was a command at the end, right now? You probably missed it even the second time around, even though I already pointed it out. So power words, power benefits create actions. Now, not every script has to have thank you or convenience, or the name, although I like starting the scripts off with the patient's name, but we work these concepts in. We teach that the staff should know the top 3 benefits of every service. Whenever you're responding to a question, you go over the benefits. When you're presenting treatment, you repeat the top 3 benefits 3 times, including front desk people who get lots of questions about presented treatment when the patient comes back up to the front desk. So, I said I wanted to spend about 6 hours with you to talk about value creation scripting, but we only get about 7 minutes, but at least you've been introduced to it. It is the most powerful concept I have come across in improving practice success in the last 26 years. And the recession didn't like it. It was a game changer. A lot of practices declined, but the one thing it gave Levin Group was the opportunity to see the difference between scripting as communication and value creation scripting as influence. So I thank you for spending this time with me. If you'd like more information, go to the Levin Group website, hit the Resource Center tab. There's a tremendous amount of free information there and education for you to take advantage of as part of our desire to provide value for you. I wish you the very best of ongoing success.